Hello Taurus, this is the Mystic Kitten. My name is Michelle. I'm going to do a reading for you guys for March 2020. Please note that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. That's fine. You can always check your other signs in your chart to find your story or for clarification. Cross watchers, do remember you have to switch the energies. If you're looking for a private reading, you can find me at the Mystic Kitten on my Facebook page, and we can discuss what that would look like for you there. I think that, please like, subscribe, and share the video so that they can find whoever they were intended for. And I think that's it, Taurus. So let's get this reading going. Something's telling me to pull these, so I'm going to. All right. I did that. All right. Can we get 3 more cards for Taurus, please? 2 more. Two more cards, please. We couldn't take that last pack that fell out. There was like 5 there, and there's a bunch that's fallen out. Well, let's see. We might not be able to get into too much clarifying, but that's okay. All right, your underlying energy for your reading, Taurus, is the breath of life. So I feel like there's a new beginning that's starting right now. Something's there's been a big change, and you've had to make some choices that have impacted kind of how your life's going to play out. Like, they were big choices that you have or have coming, and you can feel that coming. You can see that fork in the road coming. You have to choose which way you're going to go. In your recent history or your recent past energy, you've got the Mirror, the Great Bear, and the Stag. This tells me that you've been kind of harboring some old feelings that you pushed to the back. You really didn't want to face those feelings so much. It also tells me that you've really been trying to move forward. But I feel like your foundation has been rocked. You don't feel like you're taking care of your own business, or somebody who you expect to take care of you isn't taking care of you. This could mean emotionally, it could mean being taken care of can mean a lot of different things, but you just feel like this person who you thought was going to take care of you is kind of faltering, because you've had to step up and take care of your own self and kind of go into a protection mode of your own, and so your guard's up, and you feel like now you have to step into that protective role, which is making you look back on old choices and kind of have remorse over decisions you've made. Your current energy is the Hare, Rest, and Kingfisher. So the hair and rest kind of are contradictory. The hair is very fast moving. The hair is very erratic. It moves instinctual. It doesn't use its head. It kind of like dodges and then hopes for the best. And the kingfisher is all about strategic. So I think what this could be telling you is you've been in this hair, you've been doing everything from like an emotional place. You've just been kind of flying by the seat of your pants, doing whatever you think is best, or not think, but feel is best. And it's telling you that you need to take a rest because there's a butterfly up here, which means transformation. So you need to rest so you can transform into this kingfisher, this king of arrows. So you're capable of being sure, having the ability to use both your mind and your gut feeling and bring them together like the king would. So I feel like this is speaking of like change. You have to change the way you're going into things rather than, pardon me, staying in this hair. This hair isn't a good place for you to be. It's not serving you at all. It is not serving you at all. Now what's interesting is we have the mirror in your recent past, and in your future, your immediate future, you have the herring. So the heron, I've always said that wrong. Oh, pardon me. Oh, maybe you need to. Maybe you feel like you're not being heard. I feel like my throat is constricted. Okay, so the heron here is depicted in the mirror as well, which tells me, but here it looks very like sneaky and almost like devoid. But here, the transformation that he's made here is incredible. I want you to see this. Okay, so this is the one from the mirror, and this is him as the king. So I feel like that's what it's trying to tell you, is if you can make this present transformation from hair energy into the kingfisher, at that point, you will be able to let go of the past and let go of these false illusions of not being protected and being cared for, because you will come into your heron, which is the king of vessels, which is all about being emotionally stable, being mentally stable, being able to make choices, being able to have a firm grasp on manifestation, which you'll be able to take those injustices that you've been feeling and wash them away and celebrate. Have your hearth fire, your heart fire. Have everything you desire ignite. But you have to make this transformation into this king heron. Because without that transformation, it can't happen. Okay, I do want to get a couple clarification cards. I'm going to get clarification for one card in each row. So it's going to be the top card for each row is what I'm going to do, because it's just easier. So I'll pull in a new deck for that. We'll get 3 shuffles real quick. All right. Can we clarify the mirror, please? Yeah, see, that makes complete sense. See, you got clarified by the Chariot in reverse and the Hanged Man in reverse, which tells me that you're stagnant. You have no movement right now. Like in your immediate past, you had no movement. You couldn't look at things from somebody else's point of view. You didn't even entertain the idea that your point of view maybe needed clarification, which was holding you in that place. That negative vibe was just holding you in that place. You couldn't get out of it. Can we clarify the hair, please, for Taurus? Clarify the hair. And the two cards we got for that was the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is usually, the Eight of Wands is in reverse here. The Eight of Wands is usually like fast movement, like rushing towards something. But I see, so that's what it's saying. Because it's in reverse. So this is telling me that and then you got the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Bowls, which is the hair. So I think now that I've gotten the clarification from the mirror and from the hair, what I think that it's trying to tell you is it's been due to your lack of movement, your lack of being in touch with your queens, right? You haven't embodied these queens. And in order to have this victory at the end, in order to, you know, be able to take that rest and really reflect and have that transformation into these kings, and you are going to need, because you have a lot of court cards up here. You have all this potential, but you're standing still. And I'm seeing a lot of moons in these cards, which tells me that you have a lot of self-doubt. It's like you're doubting that you even have the capability of moving forward. Like you feel so stuck, like there's no way out. But if you just took this hangman and looked at things from another perspective, the whole world would open up for you. All right, let's clarify this King of Vessels, the Heron. Can I clarify the Heron, please? For Taurus? Clarification for the Heron for Taurus. Oh, that went right on top of it. Let's see if we can get one more card to give us a clearer story. One more card for the Herring for Taurus, please. One more card. Card for the herring, or the heron for Taurus. Clarify the heron with one more card for Taurus, please. The Lovers in reverse. This makes a lot of sense now. So the heron was clarified by the Lovers in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So when these are upright, they signify soul matches, twin flames, fulfillment. But when they're in the reverse, this tells me that you have carried so much self-doubt for so long that you've convinced yourself that you don't deserve this. You have convinced yourself that you need to live here. But you can't be this, or have your injustices fade away, or have your hearth fire until you learn to do this. You really need to go inward and ask yourself why you feel, where's your self-doubt coming from? Where is it coming from? Self-doubt, self-hatred, negativity, regret, anxiety, defensiveness. We have defensiveness. We have guards being up. We've got regret. We've got depression. We've got self-hatred. We've got self-pity. So you've put yourself in this muck. And all you need to do is trust your intuition and become the heron. Take your hangman, look at things from a different perspective, and live your best life. And then you can have all of the rewards that you desire. But right now, if this is where you're at, if this is resonating with you, every time you have a negative thought, that is what you're manifesting more into your life. It is just the way it works. It's just the way it works. Let's get you a wisdom card, and then I'm going to get you a manifestation card, Taurus, and we'll be all done. One more shuffle. All right. Can I get a wisdom card for Taurus, please? One wisdom card for Taurus, please. One wisdom card for Taurus. That's not one. All right. We've got reminder. You need to remember and remind yourself when you start thinking negative, you need to remind yourself to stop. It's the choice you need to make. You have to make the choice not to be negative anymore. And as soon as you do, you're going to get a message. And I have a sinking suspicion that that message is coming from your counterpart. You just have to be open to receive the message. The universe isn't going to send you that message until you're ready to receive that message. And you're not in a spot where you could receive it and actually take it for what it's worth. Manifestation card, please. Oh man, you're working in threes. Keep that in mind, Taurus. You have little luxuries, generate luxurious experiences and surroundings. Star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. Look for little messages from the universe. The festival, create an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event.